So what should I do?
It was definitely overpriced. We have to do our due diligence to make sure that we're buying something smart. Unfortunately, sister, you're stuck.
Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're gonna take a look at a Miami girl who paid way too much for her Mercedes Benz, as well as some other ones. If you like this type of content, consider liking, subscribing, and pushing that post notification button. I would love to have you part of the channel.
I bought this car like last Friday. I had Nissan Kicks 2024 leased, and I had only 3,000 mileage on it. So I traded that in and got 2020 Mercedes C300. You have 2 years and gap insurance, monthly payments with $750 or $780.
And how much did you buy that for?
I just went in and wanted to upgrade. The sale price is $60,000.
$60,000 for a 2020 C300?
Yeah. Retail, he said, was $39,000.
How many miles were on it?
60,000 mileage on it.
Nah, sister. Is that the price after the finance charge and everything? There's no way they charge you $60,000 for a 2020 C300.
The sale price, total cost of your purchase credit, including your down. I didn't put anything down. $16,318, and the total of payment is $59,000.
So you're looking at your finance contract, right? I saw that you have 11.6%. So that's
Yes.
not what you bought it for. That's the truth in lending form. What was the total price of the bill of sale?
I don't know where to look for that.
Can you resend it again so I can check it? Because I'm trying to find it. So you bought the car for $42,763, which honestly is outrageous for a 2020, because those go for $17,000 all the way up to $22,000. I don't know how they got you at $42,000. This is why it's important to make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, because if not, you'll get taken advantage of. So it's saying that the car was listed for $36,215. They gave you $20,400 for the vehicle, and then that left you an unpaid balance of $35,705.05. The total pre-delivery service charges, including the electronic registration, was $1,500, and then your gap insurance they charged you was $1,500, and then your service contract was $3,000. Your theft deterrent was $500, so they have about $6,000 in fees. So that brought you up to $42,763.29, which is honestly absolutely crazy.
This is exactly why I say know your numbers before you go into the dealership. If you're a single lady, just don't do it. Just go in with a trusted male counterpart, or else you're gonna get taken advantage of, I promise. So she had a 2024 Nissan Kicks with only 3,000 miles on it. Why she decided to upgrade from that, I have no clue. Granted, the Nissan Kicks is an ugly fucking car, but I mean, it's a car, and it's something that she probably had for less money than this Mercedes. So she bought a 2020 Mercedes C300 as an upgrade. She pays $780 a month for this car. It has 30,000 miles on it, so obviously way more than her Nissan, an 11.6% interest rate, and she ended up paying over $42,000 for this car out the door, which is crazy because I can go on the market right now and find these cars in the $20,000 range. She's paying double what this car is worth.
That you bought this at a dealership in Miami. This one should be right around $27,000, maybe $28,000. The total price of the vehicle is $46,000, which is almost $20,000 more than what the vehicle should be listed.
Yeah, what did I say? Okay, I haven't seen this video before, man. I'm always on point. I'm always on point. You can find these cars in the $20-something thousand range. The fact that they got her out the door with $40-something thousand for this car is highway robbery. I'm shocked that dealerships are legally allowed to do this.
What are you trying to accomplish right now?
I need to trade this car, get something that is like kid friendly.
But the problem is you just bought this car.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to just back out of it. You'd have to get it appraised again, go get a trade-in, etc.
So what should I do? I should just wait for a little bit, make a few payments, and then trade it?
The bad thing is the more you hold on to this car, the more it's going to depreciate. You didn't understand what you were getting yourself into. I'm not shaming you, sister. Don't get me wrong. It's just this is a learning experience, right? The vehicle was definitely overpriced. We have to do our due diligence to make sure that we're buying something smart. Unfortunately, sister, you're stuck.
He's like, unfortunately, sister, you're cooked. Oh, man. Okay, lesson here. Don't be a moron. Know your numbers. Stop making bad decisions.
So why can't every company do what Chili's did? Why can't every company go from bankruptcy, being in the absolute gutter, to turning things around and being like the most profitable they've ever been inside of a year? Well, if you look at what Chili's did, it's a very interesting business lesson that should be taken and taught in every business and marketing school in America. But it won't be, because even they didn't mean to do it. Now, Red Lobster has also done this in a different way, but I'm going to talk about what Chili's did and why they're so successful. So what Chili's did was absolutely nothing at first. They didn't turn their business around. An influencer did, who didn't even work for them. An influencer went to make her own video at Chili's, wasn't even being paid by Chili's, a young lady, and they had kind of an off-menu item that wasn't super advertised, like a buffalo cheese stick that had like big pulley cheese on it. She went and just thought it would be like a good video. It was like her favorite item to go have like a little treat for herself at Chili's. And it wasn't expensive. So she went, and this one item made up like over a quarter of their sales for a year after this video. The video went mega viral. Chili's got a ton of attention. And then somebody finally at a corporation that was closing stores and going out of business got the idea, man, maybe if we, instead of spending like our $25 million corporate marketing budget on print, TV, radio, a bunch of crap that nobody watches or listens to anymore. What if we just paid like tons of social media creators like $250 a piece just to make their own video where they go to Chili's, eat a meal, and make a video about what they liked about it and post it and tag us. Then we'll take the same video and we'll tag it and we'll just put it all over our own social medias. It's basically free advertising for them, because not only if the video has any kind of virality does it hit that user's social media, their friends and family see it, but then Chili's shares it and it looks like regular user-generated content. It doesn't look like ads made by celebrities that they paid $10 million to do it. Now, they just did this hundreds of times. Then, when they started to get all this traction, started to get all this attention, they're like, okay, how do we get people back in? People are complaining about food prices everywhere. It's $20+ to eat at McDonald's or Chipotle now. It's completely out of control for the food quality. Can they eat at Chili's for less than that? Yeah, let's do lunch specials. Let's do a burger and fries and a drink for $9.99, or a chicken sandwich, fries, and a drink for $9.99. And they're like restaurant style. They're like not super fast food style. They're better than that. They are always packed at lunch now. Oh, okay, this is really working. Let's do this. Okay, let's do happy hours. Let's do $5 margaritas. Let's get this going. Let's make things cheap. Let's get the big TVs up, get all the sports games up around the happy hours. Now Chili's is crushing it. The future is not the old style of marketing. The future is not the old style of business. Use regular people. Use social media and your business will explode.
Absolutely, guys. Social media is the new wave. TV is for boomers. Radio, what the hell is that about? Who the fuck is on the radio? Like, dude, if you're not on social media, if you're not on YouTube, if you're not on TikTok, you are letting the new wave pass you by. This is where the new medium is. This is the new public square. Content creators on social media are making more money than doctors in their early 20s. By the way, if you are still here, that means you obviously love this type of content. Consider liking, subscribing, and pushing that post notification button. I would love to have you part of the channel, genuinely.
15 years ago, I made a decision that completely ruined my life, and I know I'm going to get so much hate and criticism for posting this video, but if my story helps at least one person, I will take all the hate and criticism. If you're starting college this year, if you're currently getting your college degree, or if you are a parent or know someone who's a college student, please just listen for the next 2 to 3 minutes. My name is Bradley. I went to culinary school and had no idea in the time I was getting my degree that I was completely ruining my life. Not knowing better, I went to the best of the best school thinking I would get the best of the best outcome. A week before graduating, the school sat me down and said, congratulations, you're about to finish your degree. You're now in $137,000 of student loan debt. My monthly payment before any government programs was about $1,400 a month.
Oh, $130,000 of debt and $1,400 monthly payment for culinary school? Give me a break.
I realized in that moment I had completely ruined my life. What made my story go from bad to worse is that once I got into the industry with my degree, I was getting job offers for $12 to $14 an hour. From that moment on, my life completely spiraled. My mental health was completely destroyed. I developed a drinking problem. It got so bad at one point I ended up in the hospital because I had no idea how to cope with the stress that I was under. The worst part of all of it was that I was 21 years old, drowning in debt, not making a lot of money with my degree, and I had to turn to adult work, if you know what I mean by adult work. It is so unfair that I thought I was doing the right thing for myself by getting a college education, by getting a college degree, by doing what everyone told me I should do, by doing what society told me I should do, only to then ruin my life and having to turn to adult work to survive. Because I was only able to just get by with the money I was making with my college degree, and my student loan payments were half my monthly income. Instead of blaming the teenager, you should really start blaming the colleges who are allowing these situations to happen. And parents, this is where I'm calling you out. It is your responsibility to protect your child from ending up in $80, $100, $150,000 of student loan debt. It is not up to high school guidance counselors. It is not up to the university to protect your child from ending up in a financial disaster like I did. This is not me saying a higher education is not important, but this is me saying an expensive, overpriced higher education is not important. And if you just think it's my story, if you just think it's me, if you don't think it could happen to you, there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who share the same story that I've shared. I beg you, 4 years of fun and getting the college experience is not worth drowning in debt for the next 10, 15, 20 years of your life.
Absolutely. Guys, your parents a lot of times try steer you in the right direction, but many times they just don't know what the they're talking about. Your parents want the best for you, but it doesn't mean they always know what is the best for you.
If I could go back in time as a senior in high school, knowing then what I know now, I would not have went to college right after high school. I would have graduated high school, gotten a normal job, and allowed myself to grow up. Allow myself to get to know myself, allow myself to learn how money works. Because I'm sure if I started college later in life and I learned the value of $1, there's no way I would have allowed myself to go to a college that was $30,000 to $40,000 a year. You are not a loser if you take a gap year. You are not a failure if you go to community college. You're not a nobody if you want to completely avoid getting a college degree. There are so many people and so many stories today of people who are thriving and doing amazing without going to college. If you think you want to go to college and you want to get your degree, I fully support it. But please do it as affordably as possible, and please know what you are doing. I'm telling you what I wish someone told me, and I don't want you to have to go through what I went through.
And I think this comment here really highlights what we heard in this video. Call out those parents. An 18-year-old doesn't understand debt. Teach your kids about interest and debt. To which someone responded, maybe parents aren't educated in finances either. We mistake our parents' love for understanding and education. Many of our parents aren't all that educated when it comes to finances. Just look at their financial life. You need to listen to people that actually know what they're talking about when it comes to debt, finances, getting a degree, maybe starting a business or whatever. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. All of you that stayed to the end of my videos, you guys are real ones, and I hope you subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Remember, guys, the best time to invest was yesterday. Second best time is today. The time is always right to do what is right. Peace out.